Hello everyone, it's me again, Xeno, and today we have a little surprise because, well, we have a Brujah video for Bloodlines 2, but you may say, but Xeno, isn't it a little bit early for that? It was supposed to be tomorrow, on Wednesday. Uh, true, but tomorrow, so Wednesday, is also another big day for Bloodlines 2, because the team will be revealing the new DLC informations. So they moved Brujah video for today to then later, so tomorrow, focus more and concentrate on this announcement for DLC stuff. So we have a pleasant surprise and a Brujah video a little bit early. So yeah, once again, we will watch it together right now, and then I will analyze it and give my opinion on what we see. And we see a lot of cool and great stuff. And once again, this trailer, the videos and parts of it, basically everything, was captured by Outstar from White Wolf. So once again, we have her to thank for this amazing footage. So let us begin. I will shut up and watch it. Obviously, link in the description as always.
I have always known the Brujah to rail against the status quo, to fight for their beliefs.
Now this city has a fine crop of Brujah.
Well met, kin.
The hell you call me, runoff?
Only what I would call anyone who hailed from the learned clan.
Remind me to steer you to Silky. You'll like him.
Most Brujah still aren't too fond of the camarilla. Starving ferrets in a sack. That's how we were, that's how we are.
Max is Benny's sire. Some folks get it the wrong way round.
Benny is important to you.
I was a piece of shit when I was mortal too. And I started to figure most assholes are just scared, deep down.
Listen, you're new here. Do this for us and I'll count it a favor.
And who exactly is us?
The court calls us Anarchs. We can open doors for you or be a goddamn roadblock. Which do you want?
So like a Brujah to reek of undesirables. I suppose I must simply endure.
Damn, you're a big one. Want me to massage those big old muscles?
Find your own place to pitch a tent.
Open your mouth again, and I shall reach in and take your tongue. I have slain my share of fellow Brujah. I have no issue doing it again.
That's a hard line. That's a very hard line from Fire. So, yeah. So that was the video. And we actually saw a lot. So let's start with analyzing. And we will start from, again, this, well, Brujah. We see Fire as a female and a Brujah in one of the Brujah outfits. And she again, once again, looks amazing, along with the male Fire, who looks very Brujah. Yeah, looks very Brujah, and, well, that's that. The lighting here is great. I love it. I love the lighting, love the animation. The graphics really improved from the original gameplay showcase. So yeah, environments. So here, well, this is actually a very cool frame to stop at. This is most likely the Dutchman inside of the club or bar, more likely Dutchman. So a place run by Silky, the Brujah primogen of Camarilla. And we actually see at least one NPC mentioned in the Death Diary Cast of Mortals. This guy on the left, I don't remember his name, but he was described as being able to see or at least feel the presence and hear ghosts. so it's very likely that he will be our gateway to some Wraith shenanigans and side quests, which is very cool. You can never go wrong with a Wraith. No, ghosts. And obviously the Dutchman, like I said, is place where we will be able to meet Silky. Again, from the side, from the profile, Mask Fire, calling this piece of blood kin. This is Benny, so the Camarilla sheriff, at least for now, who is not right in the head despite not being a Malkavian, but again, most Brujah are not right in the head. So Fire calls Benny kin, and later mentions the learned clan. For those of you who don't know, a little lore lesson: Brujah, ages ago, used to be actually a clan of thinkers, philosophers, and not rabble and anarchists and, a nuisance. They were one of the high clans, on par with Ventrue. They were intellectuals, philosophers, scientists. And now all of that is left. It's perfectly represented through Fire here and Benny. So Fire is from the better times when they were still the learned clan, so philosophers. So this Fire approaches Benny, at least in this interaction, as a fellow Brujah, a fellow philosopher, a fellow intellectual, despite Benny being a more modern take on Brujah, so very brutish, very, unstable, angry all the time for no reason, stuff like that. So yeah, this is a perfect contrast for these two kinds of Brujah. Obviously, I'm not mentioning the true Brujah, the bloodline from the Legacy game, TTRPG. That's the whole different story, time manipulation stuff. But here we have, this learned clan shown from the modern side and the more ancient side. Similarly with the Christoph Romuald from the Redemption game, so that's cool. He was of the older breed. He's a Brujah Elder, the Promethean, so a learned Brujah, despite being also a warrior. So yeah, Brujah really went downhill with their clan, from being high and mighty to being low and dirty. That's my little rant there. This here is Dutchman. The Dutchman, obviously. Oh, it's a bar. So again, this is the place where we meet Silky. So this is a biker bar, not club, as we can see here on this neon sign. And yeah, we will see the inside. Yes, we will see. So it clearly looks more like a place where Anarch would hang out, despite Silky being, a camarilla primogen. So that's an interesting contrast, but it also shows that Brujah, even when they are in camarilla, still want to express freedom of sorts. They still want to show others to be free, even if there are rules to be followed. And well, Silky, as we will see him right here, doesn't really look very camarilla-ish, more like an Anarch. But he's clearly also from the more intellectual side of the clan. So unlike Benny and most modern Brujah. And actually, interesting fact about Silky, his model is actually a reused and slightly changed model of the Brujah from the Hardsuit Labs version of Bloodlines 2. So yeah, this one looks much better. This Silky is much better. So yeah, he's a Brujah primogen, and we will be able to learn new Brujah powers from him if we are from another clan. So we can be a Ventru, and maybe we want to learn some potence power, and we go to him. And if he likes us, we will be able to learn some potence. So yeah, let's hear actually what he has to say here, because it's interesting and on the topic of, Brujah being...
Starving ferrets in a sack. That's how we were, that's how we are.
Yeah. So he understands that while most Brujah nowadays are Anarch, they don't really like Camarilla that much, because they are afraid to lose autonomy. They are, made to oppose power, at least this modern breed of Brujah. But it clearly is an example in Silky that you can be a Brujah, have a freedom of expression, and still follow Camarilla, and respect the old ways and also the new ways. In a way, there is a balance, and obviously Camarilla and elders don't really have much of the patience and tolerance for many modern stuff. But you're a vampire now, so yeah. So Silky will be an interesting character for sure. Here we have Max, one of the Anarch Brujah. We don't really know much about him, despite him being the sire of Benny. Yeah, so he looks younger than Benny, obviously, and as said in the in this video, people often mix it up and see the other way, that Ben is his sire, but Max is sire of Benny. They have a falling out, I think. Benny going to Camarilla and doing his stuff, and Max staying with the Anarchs. And we will talk about the Anarchs in a second here, because we will see them. So yeah, Benny, I don't like him. I will murder him very brutally. I have my reasons. This is Katsumi. She's described here as the Anarch leader, so she's kind of a baron here. I don't think she's an elder, maybe an ancilla at best. And yeah, she leads the local Anarchs more in a way of like a, caring mother of sorts, trying to organize them and not giving orders, I think. And her design is also very interesting. We can see the mark on her face is very similar to the mark used on ghouls and Finnbloods in the game that we saw in the gameplay reveal some time ago. So it's on Discord we actually had some theories on what this mark is actually, and most likely this mark is used to brand Finnbloods, because Camarilla, when they find a Finnblood, they either destroy them or brand them with a special magical mark that basically tracks them in a way. And it seems to be that mark, or at least a version of it. We don't know if she's a Finnblood. She's most likely a Brujah. Well, she is a Brujah because she's in this trailer. So most likely she made this mark on herself, or by Camarilla because she associated with the Anarchs and Finnbloods, or she made it herself to, show her support for the Anarch and Finnblood cause. So yeah. So she is the Anarch leader, and we will have, I think, option to, become an Anarch as fire. And we can actually see some Anarch, possibly enemies or NPCs on the sides. We actually saw them in the Anarch Dev Diary, some of them at least. So we will be able to actually fight them, or get along. We will see. Depends on the way you go. Redhead Fire. Mwah, chef's kisses. Looks beautiful. She looks amazing, beautiful. So yeah, Katsumi says that they can work together or against each other. So that points us to the probability of us being able to join the Anarchs, maybe. This is the hole in the wall. So actually saw that in the 2-hour gameplay videos. This is the bar that Katsumi runs. At least she, hangs out there, and that's the place from where she is doing all of her kind of barony stuff, despite not actually having a domain in the city, because the city is fully camarilla. And now we have powers. The Brujah powers, obviously Brujah have 3 disciplines, as all clans do. So they have potence, so super strength, celerity, super speed, and presence, being presentable. And the first one is taunt. So we, as we can see here, right, we flip off the enemy, they become angry and drop their weapon, so they lose weapon and attack us. And if I remember correctly, the enraged enemy, enraged by this power, actually takes more damage from us when we attack them. So that's a cool power. Obviously presence. Again, using guns via telekinesis. Lightning strike, or as I like to call it, the aura, or muda, no JoJo reference. This is obviously JoJo reference, so yeah. Basically, we mark our enemies, we can mark few, and then we jump and give a barrage of punches and strikes to while jumping between the marked enemies. So that's cool. Charge. That's pretty self-explanatory, I think. You just charge in front of you and grab everything, everyone who is in front of you, and barrage, slam them against the wall. So very simple yet effective. And earth shock. Again, very simple power. We jump and create a small shockwave from us, little earth shock that sends enemies flying and deals damage. So Brujah powers are very combat oriented. I mean, most here are, but in this example, more physical combat. Tremere are more distance oriented, with the blood sorcery stuff. Ventru are more keen on using dominate to force enemies to finish themselves off, while Brujah are more hands-on punchers. And here we have again the character customization options and some outfits. Did we actually run through outfits already? No, we here. Yep. Damn it, it's too fast. All right. Yeah, I missed the first one. But yeah, again, every clan has 4 outfits that we can choose from. And the Brujah ones are, mostly revolving around the punk aesthetic, as we can see here with this one. I actually really like this one. It's very simple, very casual. This one is great. I love it, the color especially, the rebel. And the final one is more official, sort of. More like something you would wear to a nice party, let's call it like that, I think, at least. So yeah, these are the outfits and customization, so we can customize a lot. We can really customize our fire with the hairstyle, hair color, the scars, piercings. Lou again dissing the clan. Some arenas, some places we will see in the game most likely. This is a very cool part. While talking with NPCs, obviously I already talked about it in my other videos, but we can create resonance in NPCs we meet on the streets, so mortals, obviously. We will be able to find fleeting resonance, so someone who is on the verge of having this resonance, we can interact with them and push them deeper into this resonance so they have it fully and we can feed on them. Or someone who already is full of this resonance, we can drink them like that. And yeah, this is something I think by using taunt and enraging others, and we can use disciplines actually, discipline powers like taunt to provoke a certain resonance in some people. So we can use taunt to create more choleric resonance, so the angry resonance, the active one, because we enrage them. So disciplines are still kinda socially usable when it comes to feeding. And we can take them somewhere else because they don't want to attack us, they follow us. We take them into some dark alley and drink. Here we have the taunt, I think mixed with mass manipulation, so the ventru power, used on a group of people in front of the Dutchman. So that's cool. And obviously the hard line of killing other Brujah. So that's that. This trailer really gave off the Brujah vibe. It was very combat oriented. It showed a lot to do with discipline powers, how to use them. Obviously, Brujah also have the clan passive and clan perk that I already talked about in the Brujah reveal Dev Diary video, so we can check it out. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm not really a Brujah fan, but I will most likely play them, like, I don't know, my 5th playthrough, perhaps. Obviously, Tremere goes first. We will see. Let's finish on this beautiful panel here. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and thank you, Outstar, for capturing all of this amazing footage for us to enjoy. And yeah, let me guys know, what do you think about this video, about this Brujah video, about the NPCs, about powers. Like I said, Brujah are in this game very punchy guys. Every clan has a different approach to social stuff and to combat. And Brujah are very, punchy. Yeah. So again, thank you for watching, and well, see you most likely tomorrow or the day after, when I will talk about, I think, about the DLC news. What are these news? I don't know. I have no idea. And then again, next week for the Banu Hakim video. So, see ya then.